Hey guys, what's up? Lightboltjoe here. Today we're going to discuss the 2013 comedy adventure film Identity Thief, starring Melissa McCarthy, Jason Bateman, many other people, directed by Seth Gordon. Now, Seth's done a lot of episodes of The Goldbergs. He did a few episodes of The Office. He's done both Horrible Bosses, so he's worked with Jason quite a few times. Melissa McCarthy is a gem in all of the acting Hollywood world. She is so talented. It's disgusting how talented she is. She's funny, she's convincing, she's dramatic, she's sad. It's inspiring how talented she actually is. I know I've praised her a billion times. Now the thing with Melissa is obviously her husband Ben Falcone is always has little cameos, whether he directs the films or he doesn't direct the films. In this particular movie, he has a little cameo as a hotel concierge manager, if you will, or a motel concierge. So it's very entertaining seeing the two of them react. I loved the plot of this story because it's an ending you didn't really expect. And I say that because a lot of times when you have, protagonist versus antagonist, the antagonist is normally captured at the end or reprimanded or something, right? You never really see an antagonist become a protagonist or completely change for character development. Zuko, Prince Zuko of the Fire Nation is a prime example of that through the Avatar Last Airbender series. I always use him as reference. He's the greatest character that I have ever read or seen or anything, in any form of fiction. He is the greatest well-rounded character when it comes to character development because he goes from antagonist to protagonist through a massive amount of character development. Axel Heck from the middle. So Zuko tattoo here, right? Axel tattoo here. Number 2 when it comes to character development. And it's astounding to see these particular characters grow and change and adapt and evolve and become who they're supposed to be. And it's beautiful seeing that. You don't really see that in works of fiction. You don't really see that, in nonfiction as well. Where the person you are now is not the person you were 3 months ago, and et cetera, et cetera. So it's cool to see the change, the inevitable change that happens. And the important thing about change is that you either learn to adapt and accept it, to evolve, or you refuse it and become a thing of the past and an absolute troglodyte who can't even, or Homo erectus who can't even discover its opposable thumbs, right? 2 different sides of the spectrum. Why I'm going off on this little tangent is that that's what this character of Diane in Identity Thief becomes. Her and Jason Bateman, Melissa McCarthy and Jason Bateman's characters meet on a bad circumstance. Diana, who is Melissa, is taking the identity, hence the title, of Sandy, who is Jason, destroys his credit. It makes a massive amounts of debt, so he has to go from Denver, Colorado to Florida to somehow convince Sandy to Diana, who's pretending to be Sandy, to come back to Denver so he can talk to John Coe, his character. Love John Coe. We're going to talk about the Harold and Kumar films at another point. So he can talk to John Coe, who's a CEO of this, fortune company, to get his job back, basically. That's the plot. So they have to go from Florida to Colorado, but they can't both go on the airport because they both have the same identity, saying Sandy Bigelow Patterson. Can't happen. So they do a road trip, right? Now, the important thing about that is that this is a 2013 movie. In 2014, you had The Heat, and you also had Tammy. Now, we already talked about The Heat. Tammy is a movie you have to watch after you watch Identity Thief because, again, Melissa McCarthy is Melissa McCarthy. Awesome. But it's another road trip kind of movie. So you have this road trip movie in Identity Thief of getting from Florida to Colorado, and you have that road trip movie for Tammy. We'll get to Tammy. And the adventure along the way. So it's cool that the two of the characters who start off hating each other bond, become familiars, and towards the end of the film, there's an epilogue of 1 year later, and they go, Jason's family winds up visiting Diana in prison. Jason winds up getting Diana's actual birth certificate. She doesn't actually know her name. It's this whole foster kid backstory, which is very traumatic and very sad, and she did a beautiful job with the tears and the welling and the amazing. It was great. And I like that because I didn't expect it. And that's why I really, 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 really love this movie, is because I did not expect the friendship of the two main characters to evolve and become a trusting thing of, we're here for you, it's okay, I know you did some shitty things, but it's okay, I forgive you. And you don't really see that. You don't really see that turn of events. You don't really see that confidence building. But Jason even says that because of Diana, she taught him inadvertently about confidence and how to respect yourself and how to stop taking crap from everybody. And it's nice seeing that. It was beautifully done. Seth did an amazing job. The cinematography was great. Whoever wrote it did a fantastic job. The actors did a great job. I have nothing bad to say about this film, and neither should you. Have you seen Identity Thief, the 2013 comedy adventure film? What did you think of Identity Thief? Because it didn't do that well in theaters, and critics didn't really like it. And I don't understand why, because it's a beautiful, poetic, gorgeous story. Awesome. That's all I got. Mahalo, guys.